Oh wait, I didn't show them my phone case. Guys, look at the phone case that Greg got me for Christmas. It's so cute. Also, my dad texted me. Hey guys, it's Liv. Welcome back to my channel. Today I decided I wanted to do the 2 meal ideas that I make pretty much every week. I don't venture out that much with my meals, especially when I'm like not filming for YouTube. I tend to eat the same stuff a lot of the time, and I know a lot of people are the same way. So I thought that it might be interesting for you guys to see the kind of stuff that I just use as my repeat meals because I like them so much. Let's get into the first recipe. So the inspo for this seitan comes from my cookbook actually. So there is and yes, I use my own cookbook because I don't have all my recipes memorized. So it's in the staples and sauces section, seitan sausage crumbles. So it's on page 24 of my cookbook. And basically, if you guys have seen my DIY, I think it's like DIY Chinese takeout or DIY takeout, where I made the ginger beef recipe, I kind of went off of this to make those vegan beef crumbles, but I actually like mixing this seitan recipe with some like shredded oyster mushrooms. So the main ingredient in seitan is vital wheat gluten. I get this at my bulk store and it's like half the price of the Bob's Red Mill stuff. And then you add some nutritional yeast. You've got some ketchup, some apple cider vinegar, some oil, and salt and pepper. Okay, so the first thing you do is you add your vital wheat gluten into a bowl, and then you want to add in the nutritional yeast and salt and pepper, and that's it. So you just whisk that together in a bowl. So then you want to mix your wet ingredients together. So I'm just doing it in a measuring cup, but the wet ingredients are water, oil, 3 tablespoons of ketchup. I remember my grocery haul when I was like, I literally use ketchup on everything. And then the last thing is 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Greg hates the smell of apple cider vinegar. You can stay back there. 1, 2. Then you just want to whisk it all together. Obviously the oil will kind of like stay separated, but this is when I need my mini whisk. People make fun of my mini whisk, but like, so much better. So then you just want to add the wet ingredients to the dry. So I just kind of like pour it all over the place. And I just use a fork to do this part. Oh shit, it kind of got, I had to stop and change the camera angle and everything got kind of absorbed. But basically I just use a fork and I try not to put it together in a big clump. I try and like break it into little pieces. But you want to do this right away when you pour in the liquid, or else it'll kind of just start absorbing and turn into a giant clump. So then I just use my hands, and you guys have seen me make this before, so I mean, it's not new to you. Unlike regular seitan, you don't actually boil this or steam this, you just straight up pan fry it. And I know that, you know, people are gonna think that it doesn't work, but it actually turns out really good. So here I have about the equivalent of 1 king oyster mushroom. I just take a fork and I shred it as if it was like shredded meat, kind of. That's the texture we're going for. So it kind of looks like shredded chicken. Like, it's kind of weird. And we're just gonna like mix everything together, the seitan and the mushrooms, so that when I pour it all into the frying pan, it will all stick together when it starts cooking with the oil. And we're gonna add some sauce ingredients, and it's gonna be delicious. Okay, so the frying pan is on medium heat, and you just wanna add a couple tablespoons of oil. You need a pretty good amount. Like, we're not deep frying it, but you do want it to kind of coat the bottom of your pan. You wanna just kind of disperse. Yeah, some of these are chonky. So I'm going to turn it up a little bit higher than medium just to really get a nice sizzle going on. But I want to let this sit for a couple minutes to kind of start the browning on the underside. We got some browning happening, so I'm just going to start moving it around a little bit to make sure that everything's got some oil. It'll probably cook for a total of like 8 to 10 minutes. And then I'm kind of just going to gently like start flipping gently. All right. We're getting a little nice and brown and crispy. So the sauce is a mixture of some soy sauce, or I'm just using this coconut aminos, which is like a soy-free soy sauce. Some maple syrup, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and this is kind of gonna help make them kind of like sticky, you know, barbecue-y. And then the last thing is just a little bit of hot sauce. You can use sriracha, but I like them a little spicy, so. And then you just want to mix it all up. And I'm just gonna add in a little bit of sesame seeds just for fun. Yeah, that's basically how I do these. So as you can see, it really looks like meat. I have some rice. This isn't like takeout rice. I just saved a takeout container. This rice is from like 3 days ago, but you would normally just cook yourself some rice. Here I just have some steamed bok choy. Bok choy is literally my favorite vegetable ever, but if you want to do like steamed broccoli or I don't know, whatever kind of cool green vegetable, because I think green is the coolest color with this, they literally look like chunks of ribs. And voila. I wonder how long this would have taken if we weren't filming it. Maybe like 20 minutes? There you go. It's like such a good, crispy and like meaty, chewy consistency. Love having this for dinner so much because you can change up the flavors. You can do like sweet chili sauce, and you can serve it with like rice, quinoa, pasta, any kind of veggie that you like. I just love bok choy so much. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this and then let's go make our Instant Pot recipe. I do not know how many people message me when I put a little thing up asking who had Instant Pots and if you guys wanted to see Instant Pot recipes. You wouldn't believe the amount of people who said yes, they have an Instant Pot and they have never used it. So this is my one pot creamy tomato pasta. The base of it is 5 ingredients, and then you can add in anything like any kind of veggies you like, any kind of mock meats. The ingredients are as follows. So this is a 650 ml jar of marinara sauce, 1.5 cups-ish if you measure it out. Then you want to add in a cup of water. Your coconut milk, it's not a full can of coconut milk. You basically just want like half a cup, which I usually just like scoop the cream off the top and use that. If your coconut milk is not separated, then just use like half a cup of it. Oh, there's a lot of cream on this. All right, we're only doing half a cup here. Probably good. Then you want about 1.5 cups of pasta. And then I add the nutritional yeast and some salt and pepper at the end. And then I think I'm gonna do some vegan ground beef and red pepper, but I always cook that separately. You could throw it in here, but I find like the texture of the pepper and stuff is better when it's not like boiled. And then you want to set to manual and 5 minutes. So this can make it go like up and down. You set it to 5 minutes. The Instant Pot is a little bit of a lie because they don't tell you that it takes like 10 minutes for it to come to pressure. And then after that, the 5-minute timer starts counting down and then it's ready. While this is coming to pressure, whatever, I'm gonna go cook some Light Life ground beef and some red pepper, and then we're gonna assemble it all. I've also in the past done mushrooms, like literally every vegetable, but like mushrooms, onions, red pepper are really good. About a half package of Light Life ground beef. When the Instant Pot is done, it turns on to this like L001 or like 2, 3, 4, it counts up. I don't know what that means, but basically that means it's done. It beeps when it's done. And so you wanna remove your face and hands from the premises of the valve and release the steam. It's gonna look a little like soup on top, but once you stir it, it's all combined. I'm gonna add in our beefy crumbles and our peppers. I also really love adding in frozen peas once it's done. So I just add in like a 1/4 cup of peas, not like a giant chunk. Finally, some nutritional yeast and salt and pepper if you'd like. So I do maybe like a couple tablespoons, like 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper. You stir it all. And I just leave it on like the keep warm setting for maybe like 3 minutes, just until the peas kind of heat up and everything gets incorporated. This is just so exciting. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know in the comments what meals you guys make on the reg. Willa, hi, can you sit? Oh, you're so good. I love you. The full recipe for both of these will be on my website. So if you want the recipes, go to my blog, it's livebee.com. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. But, oh my God, did you hear that? I'm so hungry. But it actually turns out, don't watch. Oh, spicy. What are we doing? Guys, do you want to see how big this baby is? I don't even think I can show you how big she is. Oh my God. This is my baby Willa.